Hey, Christine.
I thought for a second my shirt was on backwards, and I was like, we have to pause the podcast. You just see me go and like change it and pop back up.
Your head turns around too. I'm like, whoa.
A little magic trick. Welcome back to the podcast. Another episode.
Welcome back.
I almost said another episode in the books, and we're literally 2 seconds in.
Another episode in the books.
Let's do the shortest podcast episode ever. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks
so
so
much.
much.
Follow us, Instagram, TikTok. Throw it up. There you go.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of the In Bed Podcast. I'm Christine.
I'm Cole.
And that's the deal.
Before we get started, do not forget to follow us on all of our socials. It's the In Bed Pod, at the In Bed Pod. It's the same everywhere. And subscribe here on YouTube because it truly does help. It means a lot. So thank you.
And if you're like listening to the podcast, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you're listening, you can leave us a review.
Oh,
which I think is fun. Leave us a little review. Throw 5 stars up there. Do
yes.
it. I dare ya.
I dare ya. I triple dog dare ya.
And
Sorry to the listeners. Sometimes you guys get the bad end of the shtick.
Yeah.
So we do love you and we do support you.
With the season 2, I think we've been posting a lot on Instagram, like the behind the scenes stuff and like close-ups of stuff. So it's fun to look at. I also really like your shirt. I think I told you before we started, but
thank you.
Is that a shirt you like got this summer for traveling? It's such a good color on you.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
What material is that?
I don't know, but it's kind of nice. It's
really
nice.
It's
long.
Breathable.
It's cropped. I'm not gonna. I don't know how to.
Is it a full
Full
sleeve?
sleeve.
Okay, but you're okay.
It is.
I
Really
love a
comfortable,
3/4
and I just
sleeve.
wear like a white tank underneath it or a black tank underneath it.
Anyways, I do like your shirt.
Thank you. That's very nice.
I try.
I would wear it on a date if I had any. This is a good
I want to talk
segue.
about dating.
We want to talk about dating the dates.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it because
let's really get into it.
remember like in season 1 we did a dating episode. One of my favorite episodes that Cole and I did audits of our dating profiles. We went through our Hinge and our Bumble profiles and like put them up on the screen.
Yeah.
And we went through all the pictures and the prompts and was like, do you think this is me? Or like, what do you think I could improve this somehow? I don't know what episode it was, but we sat and we did like an audit of our
Sorry.
Oh.
I'm moving my
bowl in a china shop. What are you doing?
I moved the laptop off my bed so I can really extend the legs.
God, get comfy, get cozy.
Oh.
You at home, get comfy, get cozy.
An episode. I don't know which episode it was.
I don't know.
Do you want me to look it up real quick or no?
You could put it a screenshot for everybody of the episode. But we did like an audit of our dating profiles. We went through our Hinge and our Bumble profiles and shared the photos with you guys and the prompts, and just kind of talked about like, oh, do you think this sounds like me, or like, do you think this is a good representation of me? I have an update.
Go ahead. Oh wait, hang on. It was episode 31.
Episode
31.
That was like one of the last ones. Okay.
It was one of our last ones. Yeah, rating our dating profiles.
I have an update. On my Hinge dating profile, I had a picture of me on Halloween in my Mona Lisa costume. Literally like this picture right here. We had it on the podcast episode. There was a picture of me on my Hinge with the Mona Lisa painting on. And I think I had just changed it to that photo when we had done that episode audit or like around that time. Cause I remember you commenting on it and I think it being in like a screenshot. So I was like, did I change it afterwards or did I change it before?
Okay.
When I tell you every single match or I get is people liking that photo. Only that photo.
Really?
Not any of my prompts, not any other photo, not me smiling, not like any of me looking like cute or decent or hair down or curled. Me drinking a beer dressed as the Mona Lisa of Halloween. I'm like shocked.
It is a conversation starter. I will say.
Okay, is that why?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the
funny.
picture.
What are you gonna do this Halloween? We got to get another one. Your whole profile is just full of costumes.
Everyone's
like,
every year I'm just a
okay.
different framed photo. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But no, I was like, is that why we're liking it? Because it's a conversation starter? I don't want to sound mean, but I don't think like men are that smart to be like, of all the pictures, I'm going to like this one. So it's like, oh, I liked this one. It's not like they comment on it with the like.
I just think it's funny.
You're right. But I'm like, of all the pictures, people always try and look so good on their dating profiles. I'm like, it's the goofiest, wackiest, like out there picture to be like, this is me, but that's like Halloween, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
It is funny.
Every single like is this damn Mona Lisa picture. And I'm fine with it. But at the same time, I'm like, why do I ever try and take nice photos if that's the one that people... if that's the one that gets you.
That's the single one. You should just do a photo shoot in that outfit.
Bro, yeah, for real. Also, have you been on the dating apps?
Like, yes and no.
You were international. You weren't on the dating apps?
Okay. You know what? I was.
How was
And it was great. It was amazing. And I will say, after that episode, I completely redid my full dating. I got rid of almost every one of those photos.
We liked some of them.
I did it was a full refresh and it was needed.
Did you get rid of the Barbie one? You as Ken?
Yes, gone.
That was like the only one that I was like, that's you, but it's not you. Like the outfit is like, you could wear that every day, but people think that you wear like the cowboy?
I got rid of
now that you're
it.
into
It was when I
cowboy.
was in Italy as well too, and I updated my Italy like with some Italy pics,
Okay.
and like not like in front of Rome or something like that. It was
Yeah.
just like me like on the shore or whatever. I don't know, kind of like a sexy.
How's that been going?
It's fine. How's yours?
It's like you talk and then you don't talk. Okay, but Hinge got a new update. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if it's like on your side of Hinge.
I don't think it is.
I can't think of like a worse update to do to profiles. I don't know if girls can do it because I haven't looked at my profile, but on all like these guys' dating profiles now, instead of putting up a picture or putting up a prompt to be like, my favorite thing to do on a Sunday is, and you like fill in with words.
Yeah.
They now have like a prompt option where you go, pick our first date, and then there's a drop down menu where you can pick like this weekend, next weekend.
Can you show
next
me?
Friday?
Can
Yes.
you pull it up? And we'll maybe...
No, I can't because I'd have to see it on someone's profile.
Well, I can blur out people's profiles.
I know,
right?
but I would have to find someone's profile
Oh,
that has
just
the
quick
thing.
look. Because I'm very curious to see. I will say the gay dating.
Here.
Oh,
let's
okay.
get together. Choose a time, and then there's a drop down menu. This week,
Okay.
this weekend, next week, next weekend.
Wait, what?
For our first date, and then you pick what the activity would be: arcade, escape room, drinks.
But do they? Wait, no. My question is: do the guys choose from a list
yes,
of things?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure they're the ones that write in like arcade, drinks. But could you think of, I don't know, putting in less effort? Now instead of you like setting up a date, I have to match your profile and pick from a tab what I want to do on our first date and when, as if like I'm booking like a dentist appointment. I can't think of anything lazier. I can't think of anything stupid, less effort. That is the dumbest update I've ever seen. It's not really a conversation starter because you're going to start the conversation with someone liking their profile, being like, oh, we haven't even talked yet, but I just picked our first date's going to be this weekend at an arcade. Okay. And then what's that mean? Where it's like, what about hello? How are you? That's literally, I'm already setting up our first date without me saying hello, how are you? It's the one that's odd. That's like a reverse Uno. Yeah, like a reverse Uno. It's also just like lazy.
It's so...
You don't have to ask me on a date. I already asked myself out on a date via your profile.
Oh, that's so
weird.
weird.
The dumbest thing in the world.
That is so weird.
It infuriated me. I said, couldn't be any lazier. I don't know if I could change my profile to have that option. I don't think so. Dumb.
I don't even know where to get. Wait, I want to pivot really quickly and just ask you: have you heard of this new AI dating service? No. It's horrible. Stop. It's from like Match.com and whatever, but it's like a separate service. And essentially, what it is, it's like you import. I think like you link like all of your social. You link, and they take all of that data. And they literally. You aren't even allowed to swipe, and they'll use AI and literally give you a person and be like, here it is. This is like from like all of your data that we gathered about you. This is who we think is your perfect match, and you have to go like, and there's nothing like, and it's like, that's it. Isn't that weird? So it's literally like, okay, so when are we gonna like? Literally, it's
based on your data from your social media, not based on what you're looking for in somebody. I don't know exactly
where the data is coming from, but it's more than just like, I'm interested in this. It's like they pull data about you, and then a computer, artificial intelligence uses it to like, it's like,
I hate that.
Is AI just going to be doing everything for us at this point?
Right.
Like, is it going to be like, here you go, and then like, I'm guarantee you there's going to be some stupid reality TV show where it's like, marrying my AI person, where it's like, I have to marry the person that AI chose for me or it's going to be a Mr. Beast video. God dang it, I shouldn't have said that. It's going to be a Mr. Beast video.
It's also like... that's funny because like a lot of the profiles are like the mutual like the people that like I'm attracted to are my type.
Yeah.
Are always interested in the most different things than me.
Yeah, I know.
So like that would not work because it's like, well, whatever I do, I'm like, it's for some reason like I'm not interested in the people that have the same stuff. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if that's true though. Sometimes I'm like, this person works in like production or like blah blah blah, and I'll be like, I don't know if I want to date somebody who works in the same career field as me. Because
it say,
it's
like we think this is your on Hinge, right? It says like
it'll be compatible. If
yeah.
I've on my profile it says I like comedy. So no, the number one thing is like monogamy. It's like, look again at this profile. It says you both like being monogamous. I'm like, okay, like
the bars in hell.
99% of the world loves being.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just so dumb.
So then, going back to what you said, where. Okay, so you essentially, I just want to understand this new Hinge thing. You essentially fill out and be like, you say your availability, you say where you go, and then you send it to them. and then they match from there? Or you know what I
This
mean?
thing I just showed you?
Yeah.
No. I'm scrolling on profiles.
Is it already you've matched?
No.
Did you already match? So
I'm swiping on Hinge. You have to hit the
Yes.
X thing. And then a new profile pops up, and it's like some are prompts, some pictures, and then there's an option for them to, I think they fill it out, and there's options like, go on our date this weekend, next, it's always like a weekend, this weekend, next weekend, blah, blah, blah. So they just like fill in like 3 options. And then the next one is like, I think they fill in like 3 date ideas: drinks, arcade, walk around the park. And then they put that on their profile. So if I was like, oh, that guy's really cute, I could go in and on that tab, instead of like liking an answer to a prompt, and I would have to choose like, oh, let's go on a date this weekend. Oh, and then I want to, out of arcade, drinks, or walk in the park, I'm going to pick arcade. And then I think it would send him a like, and then he could match.
Yeah.
And then what? We don't even talk, and we just go, okay, so meet you this weekend at the arcade.
This is why there is a straight male loneliness epidemic, is because, man, you just gotta try.
But it's like why would they update the app like that? Why would they even like add that feature to the app? Could we be lazier? It's like, oh my God, I want to know if that works for people. Watch someone in our comments be like, actually, I like met my boyfriend like doing that new.
But I mean, like, if you already set up a date before even talking to them, that just doesn't make sense in my brain.
It's almost more awkward to be like, you just liked my profile and you planned our date for next week.
Because I thought you were hot.
Also, that like it's only a conversation starter, because you could set this up in your profile a month ago, and then someone just randomly sets up a date for this weekend based on like the tab, and you're like, I'm busy this weekend. That's a stupid Hinge profile prompt.
But could you imagine like meeting someone in real life, and the first thing you do is like, you don't even ask, like you literally see them, you go up to them and be like, this Saturday at arcade, do you want to go?
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't know you.
That's like that something happens in like a rom-com movie, and it's only because the movie's an hour and a half long.
But
like,
maybe that's different, because at least you're going up to the person in real life, and maybe it is like whatever. And
yeah,
then
you're
like,
vibing.
Yeah.
This is just like, I saw a picture of you.
That's so weird, though.
It's so odd, and I hate it, and I think it's lazy, and I think it's stupid and dumb.
You know what else is stupid and dumb? Is my story about my contacts, my prescription contacts. Which,
what happened with your contacts?
I haven't been to the eye doctor in like 2 years. Okay, 2 years.
You've had contacts? You've had enough?
Listen, I have monthly, but I stretch it out. I stretch them out a little bit too long.
Have you learned nothing from my eye story?
Well, I went. Okay, so here, it's actually crazy. So I went.
Thou shalt not judge, thou shalt listen.
I will,
I will not judge you for your stretching the contacts. They're so expensive. Okay.
So expensive. I'm like, I can't whatever, it doesn't matter. So I go to the eye doctor, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get my eyes checked, whatever. And I have a prescription from 2019, like, because sorry, I'm going to a new place.
Yeah.
Because I usually went to Walmart, Eye Care, Eye Center, whatever.
That's where I used to go.
It was great. And then they were like, I called, and they're like, the doctor's only in on Friday, every other Friday. And I was like, okay, that doesn't feel like it's a right business for you guys. I'm like, how are we staying afloat?
What are they doing the rest of the week?
That's what I'm saying. So I was like, I got to find a new place. So I found a new place, but I didn't have my current prescription. Like, I only had a photo from 2019. And so like I brought it in. I was like, this is the only one I have currently, which looking back, I probably could have called Walmart and been like, can you send my prescription? Doesn't matter.
They're weird about that though. Cause when I tried to get mine, they're like, we can't give you that information. I'm like, you can't give me my chart of like all the back information of the back information of all the eye appointments before. They're like, no, we can't release that.
Stupid.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
I know. So anyway, so I didn't do that. Anyway, so I was like, this is the only one I have, and I didn't. They're like, it's all good, we'll do it. They scanned the back of my, like, it was so high tech and great, and I was like, this is amazing. And they like scanned the back of my retinas, and they looked at everything. I was like, dang, this is some fancy.
They dilate
crap.
them?
Yeah, no, they didn't dilate them. Anyway, and so then I whatever, and then the doctor comes in, and he's like, and he's like looking, and he's like, this is weird, and I was like, what?
This is weird.
Yeah, I was like,
so then you never want to hear any doctor say.
Yeah, and he's like, so this is what you're currently wearing, this prescription. I was like, yeah, and he's like, okay, because what we have you is different than what is your current prescription. And I was like, oh, okay, so it's changed. I was like, so my eyes have changed. Normal. I'm getting older. He's like, no, it's like the contacts you're wearing are too strong for your eyes, and we have you at a lesser prescription. And I was like, how does that make any sense? And he's like, yeah, you've been wearing too high of prescription contacts for 2 years. And I was like,
what the?
And I was like, how does that happen? And he's like, I don't know, you're a new patient or whatever, so like maybe he's like, maybe your last place like messed up somehow. He's like, I couldn't say, and I'm not like legally allowed to like be like, this is what happened. You know what I mean?
Wait, you've been wearing the same prescription contacts from a prescription you got from 2019?
No. It's just from whenever the last time I was at the eye doctor. So it was like 2 years ago or something like that.
They
Whatever.
said you're a -4 and your contacts you've been wearing are a -5.
Yes.
But is that necessarily the worst thing? Because your eyes do get worse over time. So maybe maybe the prescription did get bumped up?
What? You
Like,
lost me.
Never mind.
Anyway,
you go.
it was wrong.
Usually they give you weaker prescriptions. The fact that they gave you stronger for 2 years?
Yeah. Well, and I stretched it out for 2 years, of course.
Oh.
So basically what we have to do now is he's like, now your eyes may have become adjusted to that. But he's like, do you have eye strain? I was like, oh, I have eye strain every day. My eyes feel exhausted every day. And he's like, that's because you're wearing too high a prescription contacts.
Kidding.
I was like, well, how am I supposed to know?
And
thought
who
it
do
was
we
just like-
sue?
and I was like, literally. And I was like, well, I have allergies. I was like, I thought they were my allergies. And he's like, I mean, yes, but also maybe whatever. So what we have to do now is I have to wear, he's like, I'm going to give you two sets of like contacts and you tell me what feels better. He's like, I'm going to give you your current one that you wear that are too strong.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to give you what we think is the right contact, whatever. And now I'm all sorts of messed up. I don't know what way's right, what way's left. I don't know what to choose.
Oh.
I feel like I'm in a love triangle, but it's with two prescription contact. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what's going on. So now my right eye feels blurry. My left eye, it just is a mess. So I've been wearing wrong prescription contacts for 2 years.
So what are you leaning towards?
I think the my correct one.
So the lesser?
But now I'm just like in my mind, but I feel like both whatever, my right eye still feels blurry. So I don't know what to do.
That's crazy.
I know.
I thought
I
maybe
don't
he
like
was going to
it.
be like, now for the next month, every single month, we have to like walk you back off the prescription.
That's what I thought too. But now I feel like, okay, so what would you do in my situation is, because it still feels like my right eye is still kind of messed up.
But the
Like
left
it's still
one's
blurry.
fine?
Yeah, left feels fine, but right eye feels like both set of contacts feel blurry in my eye. So should I just say that? And should I go back to the eye doctor?
Was the left one also messed up, but the left one seems to have adjusted?
I don't know. This is where I'm so lost now. I'm so like, what was right?
Yeah.
Anyway, and now it just feels like I'm like.
It like takes you back to another thing, like your eyes are nothing to joke about, but apparently a joke's been played on you this whole time because
Yeah.
you're like, I don't know. I would go back and be like, I don't like either of them. Maybe it's also the brand.
I
Maybe
know,
like
that's what I thought too.
Or maybe they're just bad contacts. I've had one time I was like putting the contacts in at the store and I was like, I can't see. I was like, this one looks really bad. They're like, that's a bad one. You're just giving out bad contacts. I'm like, I'm
Bad
sure there's
brand?
like no, like it was just a bad pair. Like when you like try them on there, like they give you a new prescription. They're like, pop these in and we'll go
Why
do the
things
test
get
again.
more difficult when
But
we
I'm
get
like,
older. I'm
so
confused.
you guys are just giving out bad pairs of contacts? Like you could just get a bad pair right off the rip? And I'm like, okay, so that's great.
I know.
But-
I don't know, but now I'm like looking at things differently. I'm shutting one eye when I'm like editing. I'm like, what's going on? I'm at like restaurants and I'm like looking at the menus and I'm just like, I don't know. It's a whole freaking thing. So anyway, that's what's going on.
I would go back and be like, we got to start over.
I know. Can I be like, can we just start one more time? But I don't want to pay for it again. Do you
What
think
about
they're going to make me pay?
Who knows, bro?
I
And
know.
they're so expensive. Are they giving you like trial pairs then?
Yeah,
to
that's
keep-
what they're giving me to
Oh,
test.
well, I would-
Literally, my bathroom over here, you can look and you'll see one bag that says, yeah.
I did see it and I was like, there's a lot of contacts. Maybe you should wear, what about your glasses? How outdated are your glasses?
I don't know. And they don't say on the like lenses. I'm like, what's going on? You
And sometimes
guys,
they're different. Like
please?
the lens, like glasses are a little different
I
of a
know.
prescription,
It's just-
I think.
I know.
I would be like, wear glasses for a week and then try again, like with the contacts and like changing. That's
I'm
really
gonna
upsetting.
I'm gonna call again.
I would
But
be
then I
so
called. But then I
frustrated.
felt confident, and then I was like, oh. So then I called, and I was like, I'm gonna do my old pair. Can you send me? And then I left a voicemail. But now I'm gonna call back again. I'm gonna be like, actually,
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Because you
It's
can't buy like
stupid.
1 month at a time. It's
I
always
don't
like
know.
6 or
I
a
know,
year
and it's
supply.
Like $150 for like. And I'm like, can we not? Can
Do you
we
have
not
eye
this?
insurance?
No,
I don't either.
no.
Eye or dental. I had to buy like dental separate. And I'm like, the two things I need really, eye and dental. Got to pay from out of pocket. Love that.
I don't have either. I just pay for out of pocket, and I just call it a day.
Stupid. Okay.
know.
You said something about, I'm sorry you're going through that. That sucks.
It's fine. It is what it is.
I
So
would
if you
just-
see me squinting a lot, I'm trying to see the screen.
Trying to figure out if I need my old or new prescription.
Yeah.
What are you looking
Anyway,
at? Oh, I
that's
thought
literally what I'm doing. I'm going right, left, shut my eyes. Anyway,
I've never noticed you do that, but
Well, this is now.
both of our
This is-
contacts have been bugging us today, which is
yeah.
interesting.
Which I also think, that's another.
It might be part of it.
But also, it's just weird outside. So whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
You said something about a restaurant. I literally went to a restaurant the other day.
Yeah.
Though some of the worst service I've ever. The whole entire restaurant seemed to be like backwards day, or like the whole restaurant.
What kind of restaurant was
sucked. It was Outback Steakhouse.
Oh.
My grandma wanted to go. She loves Outback Steakhouse. We get steaks. We get shrimp. We have a good time.
Is that where they have the blooming onions? No, that's Texas Roadhouse. Oh, but they might
Outback
have
Steakhouse. I think they both do, but Outback Steakhouse has the blooming onion thing.
Okay.
The worst service, and it was like, I don't know if it's the waiter's fault or the bartender's fault or the cook's fault or the manager's fault. It was like it's almost like everyone's to blame because something's not right here. Something is wrong.
Well, what happened?
We go in, it's me, my grandma, and my parents, and we sit down for dinner, and we get this server, and he asks everyone the drinks. He goes, what do you want? My dad's like, I want a beer. Mom wants a Pepsi, my grandma wants a tea, and I want a water. Even I remember the order because I was like, what?
Yeah.
So he takes all the orders, goes around the table, and he looks at my mom and he goes, and what would you like to drink? My mom goes, I just said I wanted a Diet Pepsi. Oh, and they don't have a pen and paper. They have like the pad.
Oh.
So I'm like, how did you miss her? You just took the orders. How did you miss that?
Yeah.
It's like like flag number 1. I'm like, I just saw you hit the button. What's going on?
Yeah.
So does the drink orders, and then he like takes our appetizer order. And he brings all the drinks, doesn't bring my grandma the iced tea. Everyone the drinks but the iced tea.
Were the drinks correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he brought the drink that he asked my mom twice about, but then didn't bring the drink for my grandma. And I'm like, it was all at the same soda fountain station. Like, I've worked at restaurants.
Yeah.
What was that about? I'm like, okay, that's fine. How did you forget though? And I'm like, I think this place works where you ring in a ticket and a bartender has to pour the beer and then the bartender brings it to your table. The server does not. Either he's not 21 or it's like,
can't handle alcohol.
or like when you type it in, it goes to a bartender and they have to serve it.
Okay.
Some places do that. I've worked at places like that.
Got it.
So they bring my dad a beer, and then we're all sitting there, and we get the blooming onion, and we put in our other order, and the table next to us is like these 2 women, and we hear them call the manager over, and they're like, hi, excuse me, like, I don't really want to complain, but like, they way overcooked my steak. And we're like, oh, so we're listening to that. Then, within the course of 10 minutes, bartenders keep coming to the table and walking up to my dad and going, oh, here's your Miller Lite. My dad ordered a Blue Moon draft. They go, here's your Miller Lite. He goes, I didn't order that. And they go, oh, okay. And they like look around at the other tables and then they just walk away. Another bartender. Oh, here's your beer. They just keep ringing in beers and trying to bring it to my dad. And he's like, I didn't order that. And then we're like, what is going on? Yeah. So either they're like sending it to the wrong table to the ticket, or no one's ordering beers, or the kid from our server just keeps typing in beers. And we're like, what the like, have this. If I walked past my table as a server and the bartenders kept coming up with drinks, I'd be like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
What's going on? There's such a disconnect. And the beers
How
would go.
many times did they come?
5.
What?
And the beers would go nowhere. It wasn't busy enough. It wasn't like, oh, we put the wrong ticket in. Oh, I meant to put it on table 4, not table 5.
He came over with 5 different beers?
2 different bartenders, 5 drinks. And the beers would go nowhere. They would bring them back to the bar. I was like, so no
and they would just set them on the bar?
No one's claiming these drinks. So who's bringing them in and why and where are they going? And my mom's like, we better not be getting charged for this.
Oh, boy.
And then finally my dad orders another Blue Moon. He's like, should I order another Blue Moon? Because he finished, he's like drinking. He's like, should I dare order another one? Or are we going to get 17 other beers on the table? And then he orders a Blue Moon. The guy like never brings it. And I think that's what happened. And my dad had to be like, yeah, I asked for a Blue Moon. So then they bring out the food because my dad leans over to the other table with the girls. He goes, excuse me, I'm not trying to eavesdrop. Because now everything's falling apart.
Yeah.
And he leans over the table and when we ordered food, when he came around, we ordered food. It's a little complicated ordering there because you have to be like, I want the steak and the shrimp. I want the sirloin. I want it cooked this way. This is the cut. This is how I want it cut. This is the side. And then you get like 3 sides.
Sure.
I'm like, this is complicated on this little pad. It's not just like, I want chicken tenders and fries. It's like 7 different decisions.
Yeah.
So when I ordered for my grandma because she can't see very well. I was so precise. Mm-hmm. And then my parents ordered for themselves. So my dad leans over to the 2 girls. He goes, I'm not trying to be nosy.
Yeah.
He goes, but did you guys have to send something back? And she goes, yeah, I feel bad, but that steak was cooked really bad. So they had to bring her out a new steak. And they did, and the girls like boxed it up, and I think they took it home. They bring the food out. they bring the food out. Me and my mom both got like coconut battered shrimp. Didn't get it. It was like just regular shrimp. And I don't say anything because I'm like, this service is so bad. I was like, we'll never see the shrimp. We'll never see the light of day.
Yeah.
And I just ate the regular shrimp because I was like, okay, let me try this, see if it's like, okay, I don't really eat shrimp out and about, whatever. I never eat here. But my mom said something.
Yeah.
She's like, he finally comes back. She goes, I actually ordered coconut shrimp. And then like, and then they're like, oh, okay. The person who ran the food was not the server. It was a food runner.
Yeah.
Or whoever it was.
So
He goes, okay, oh, we'll go back and get that. So then he never comes back. The server finally comes back and my mom's like, yeah, I didn't get the shrimp. He goes, oh. The server's just like, oh, they didn't? Oh. Just like no solutions, no answers.
No.
I'm like, okay. And then I was like, yeah, I got and then my grandma wanted a piece of my shrimp.
Yeah.
Because she heard that I got coconut shrimp. And I gave her one. She's like, you didn't get your coconut shrimp? I thought you ordered that. So now my grandma's making a big deal that my order's wrong. And then my grandma wanted like steak sauce and it like never showed up. So we had to flag the guy down again. And it was like, steak sauce.
Like, it's awful to do that too.
I was like, I don't want to be mean to you, but something's wrong. The drinks are wrong. The food is not cooked right. They're putting the wrong things with the things.
It's horrid.
So then I had to leave because we were there so long that I was like, I have to go home and like do something on my computer. I have like a deadline. Like I have all this stuff to do. I leave. And also I was like, they're going to have to be like, none of those drinks should be on the bill. They never brought my mom shrimp. I saw my mom later that night. I go, they ever bring you your shrimp? She goes, no. They never brought it.
Care?
She goes, and the guy that ran the food out, that was a manager. And he still never rang in the shrimp the correct way and brought it. Wow. She's like, they took your meal and my meal off the bill.
What the heck?
And I was like, my whole meal and my mom's whole meal. I was like, that was like at least $40 off the bill.
Wow.
And I think the ladies next to us who got the steak, whatever, taken care of, she got that off the bill.
What was going on?
Bro, it wasn't even that busy. I was like, something is wrong. The kitchen's wrong. The bartenders are wrong. The server keeps messing up. They have no solutions for anything. No one's problem solving. I was like, this is the oddest. It was so socially awkward. I was like, are we on an episode of like, what would you do?
Yeah.
Like
they're testing to see how much you
and
can.
As a server, I was like, I'm trying to be nice and I'm not going to raise a stink.
Of course.
But something's wrong. Something's wrong that so many things are going wrong. And they just like never brought the right beer, but they brought 7. And I was like,
wait, sorry. Did they charge your dad for the beer? I didn't know.
No,
you said that.
no,
Okay,
they never
good.
charged him for all that beers. But like,
so what was on the bill?
Just like 2 meals out of 4 people.
Okay.
And
no drinks?
Or
no beer?
Probably no drinks at all.
Yeah.
And my mom, okay, everyone was being nice at the table. At the very last time they brought the wrong beer, we were like talking, and my mom, I've never seen her like do this look. She goes, no, we did not order that. You guys keep bringing beer to this table. And I was like, oh, I've never seen her be like, she was like beside herself with just like, almost like a helplessness to be like, stop walking over here. But like, so where else is all this beer going? And if we were like in a table of underage kids and we were just like, yeah, that's ours.
Yeah.
You just gave away like 7 free beers to us. I was like, this is so unregulated. It was the weirdest dinner ever. And the food was decent. And my grandma the whole time was like, I've had better food. I've had like better. She got like, I think ribs this time. She's like, I've had better ribs. These weren't even good. I was like, she doesn't even like her
She's
food.
like on top of everything.
She didn't get her
good.
iced tea. We never got our shrimp. We talked to a manager and the busser and the runner and all the bartenders are just like giving drinks away left and right.
That's so
It was
weird.
so odd. And that's like a corporate chain. So they're supposed to be like very on top of it. I remember people like talking about working at like Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And it was like you get like is it like points off? You
I
get
don't
like points
know. I
against
have
you,
no
like a
idea.
driver's license thing. Like it's like they're strict and they follow the rules and they have like all these regulations. It's like it's not just like a random bar where it's like anything kind of goes.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
I was never a server. I had so much anxiety about like messing up orders and about like every time my parents were like, you should be a server. I'm like, I don't know. I can't talk to people like that, and I also can't carry a tray like that. And I know they teach you, but I'm not going to learn. I
could
can't
never carry
because I'm gonna mess up.
The food trays are easy. They're so wide that you just shoulder it. The drink trays are hard because they're like circular and round. And if you put one drink down, you're like reaching in between people. I would like spill them and like hit people.
I've seen too many of those TikToks where they're like, whoops, and they drop everything. I'm like, no, I can't be that. And I'm never going to do that. Unless if I'm desperate. But
I like the hustle and bustle of being a server, but it's like when shit hits the fan, it's like you're on your own.
Yeah.
You got to figure it out. And and the tables never know who to blame.
Yeah.
I would always be like, it's the bar. I don't know the bartenders.
Yeah.
The bartenders are messing up. I have no. Oh, I would always blame the cooks because they never see the cooks. I would just be like, well, they're just, I don't know. It's good. I would forget to put a meal in, and I'd be like, oh, the kids are just kind of
like
slow.
86 this, or like what's it to make it fast?
I need it on the fly.
Oh, that's it. What's 86 is like, we don't need
We're
that
out
shrimp anymore. 86 it.
No, like the kitchen ran out. 86 the shrimp. Take it off the menu. But I need it on the fly. I forgot to put in that tuna. Can you please put it in on the fly? It means like you have to. That's the next thing you cook.
So got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So then they like put.
I think everyone should work as a server in a restaurant. Just like everyone should work a customer service like shopping job because you just learn humility and patience and how much people stink.
I did the movie theater job and I worked
Yeah.
concessions. Does that count? That's what I think is always like.
Were people jerks to you?
Of course.
Well, there you
Everyone
go.
was horrible. I remember they said, we found your hair in this popcorn. And they did. They literally brought it. They're like, we found it. I was like, ooh, that does look like my hair.
They like get out a ruler. They're like, it's just like yours.
No, they literally, it was like a brown strand. I was like, ooh, that is my hair.
None of them do wear hairnets.
No, I know. And then I wasn't allowed to work the popcorn machine anymore. But I was like, thank God I hated working it
You're
anyway.
like covered and
So-
smothered in butter.
I know, but you know what I love?
What? Our next segment?
Yes.
Good
I hated
transition.
working the popcorn machine, but I love this next segment.
Where we get to hear from you guys in a
Yes.
little segment we like to call
Under the covers.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
Under the covers.
Welcome back.
I gotta fix my hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm getting comfy for this one. Is that
Same,
fine? Okay.
I know. Welcome back, bedbuds, to your favorite segment, which is called Under the Covers. This is your chance to call in and talk to us directly and leave us a voicemail. You can text us, or you can also email us with any advice that you may need, secrets that you've been holding and that you just want to share, or anything you want to hear us talk about, too. This is your chance to talk to us directly. And the way that you can is our phone number. And what is our phone number, Christine?
414-293-2230.
And if you want to email us, if you somehow do not have a phone, you can also email us. And Christine, what is that email?
inbedwithcc@gmail.com.
Did I nail that or not?
You really did. I feel like you hit like a flow state. I was like, let him cook.
I was like, boom, boom, done, done. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to do a few voicemails.
Okay,
We're going to do
cool.
a few voicemails. What they are,
We don't know.
we don't
We'll
know,
find
but I
out.
did write them down.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, actually, I want to do a text first. Can we do a text?
Yeah, they texted the
Because,
number.
They did text
Okay,
the
love
number.
that. Always an option if you want to put your voice on camera. or
Yep.
on audio.
Okay, because this actually applies to something that I just went through recently.
Oh gosh.
And so I was
the
like,
contacts?
yeah, so I think it'll be interesting.
Okay.
All right. Hi, Christine and Cole. My name is Kaylin. I am 26. I live in the Midwest, and I want to start by saying I love the podcast, and I'm calling to ask you for your thoughts on the situation. I have been with a friend. This friend, I'll call her Jane. She's been one of my best friends for almost... This is a voicemail. I'll just play it.
Wait, how do you know? There's an audio bar at the bottom.
Literally, it
Oh
says
my
voicemail.
gosh. Why
I
did
don't
you
know
think
why.
it was a text? Is it not
I
in the
put
text?
text, 5-month friend. I don't know why I said that was a text.
Oh.
Okay. Caitlin, let's actually hear your voice.
Let's hear your
Okay.
Hi, Christine and Cole. My name is Caitlin. I'm 26 and I live in the Midwest. I want to start by saying I love the podcast. I'm calling to ask for your thoughts on a situation I have with a friend. This friend, I'll call her Jane. She's been one of my best friends for almost my whole life, and now we have a small shared friend group. There has been several times where she's basically ghosted everyone in the friend group. She gets busy, overwhelmed, and the last thing she wants to do is get on her phone and text people. Some of us will reach out to her and most likely will never get a response. If we do, it could be anywhere from a day to a month before she responds, even if it's something important. At this point, I haven't heard from her in over 5 months. I really do get that life is exhausting, and I believe that people should put some effort into the relationships we care about, even if we're tired or overwhelmed. She currently lives farther away than anyone else in the friend group, so texting is basically the only way to contact each other. The lack of communication from her is honestly starting to get hurtful for a lot of people in the friend group, and it feels like she's not really trying to maintain the friendship. What are your thoughts on this? How much effort do you feel that people should put into friendships, especially when we're all dealing with burnout and busyness? Thanks, and again, love the podcast.
Huh.
I'm so happy I realized it was a voicemail.
That feels like she wrote it out to get all of her thoughts and then read it from a thing.
It did feel
I
like she
that.
was reading it.
That
but
felt like professional.
Okay. Can I go first, or do you want to go first? Can I go first?
You go first.
Okay. First of all, Caitlin.
Did you see my jaw drop in the middle of that?
The
I
5
I had
months thing?
Well, I had an epiphany. I was like, oh.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna say I don't want to go too into detail, but I recently had to end a friendship with someone for who did this thing exactly, and I think what I finally, like, when I clicked in my head was I realized that this person wasn't being a friend. They were being a friend to me, but only when it was convenient to them. And that's not how friendships work. That's what I've learned personally.
Yeah.
And so I think obviously people are allowed to go through hard times, and if they need to, like distance themselves just for themselves, of course, you're allowed to do that. We're allowed to do that as humans or whatever. But I think if it's an inconsistent friendship, and I don't know if you voiced this concern or not to this person, but maybe you should do that. But for me, that was when I did voice a concern. Nothing kind of got better. And then it was just like, and then this person came back around and was like, why aren't you blah, 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 and like kind of like blah, blah, blah. But I came with the receipts. I was like, listen, you know what I mean?
What was your voice of concern? You called out the lack of
the
communication?
Inconsistent friendship. I just was like, hey, listen, I don't know if you're going through something or whatever, and I'm like, I'm really sorry. I just wanted to check in because it feels like you're inconsistent with how you're acting, and a lot of times. And this person was like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I do back away a lot of times, and I'm like, totally, I get it.
Oh, they said all
Yeah,
that?
they said like, I'm sorry, like I'm going through like a little funk, and I was like, totally get it, all good, whatever. And then never, just like continue to do it, and you're allowed to be staying in
but
a
now
funk.
you're choosing.
But I know that the person wasn't in a funk anymore. You know what I mean? Because they were in a relationship then.
Yeah.
And then like I didn't hear from them even longer, and then whatever. So that is my 2 cents, is where it's just like, I think like, yeah, I think it seems like this person, from what you're saying, is only wanting to be a friend when it's convenient to them.
I wonder how old is it, Caitlin? I wonder
Yeah.
how old Caitlin is, because
Wait, didn't she say?
this feels very
26. She's 26.
This feels very late 20s, 30s.
Yeah.
This really does, especially if it's like a
Yep.
group friend setting. I do agree with you. Like, it's communication and friendship is like a two-way street, but to not play devil's advocate, but to be like, we have never had so much technology and a way to be connected with people all the time and 24/7, and to be like, even if she lives far away, it's like, you could text, we could FaceTime, we could plan a call, we could play games on our phone together, we could have a shared photo album. It's like, sometimes it is overwhelming, and different people take on technological communication a lot different, only to be like, if I haven't texted someone back in a while, or like in a group chat, if I haven't been participating, sometimes I do hit like even a roadblock where I'm like, oh, well, I haven't texted, like, I haven't really been texting in a group chat this week. Oh, but now I feel like I can't reply to this thing.
Yeah.
Or like I can't like throw in a new subject topic because I didn't reply all last week. And then like it's another mental block after mental block.
Yeah. And I do feel like, honestly, like staying up to date with a group chat's exhausting, and I don't actually fault anyone for not responding into a group chat, really do. But I think if you're not responding to someone individually for 5 months,
who reached out, and it sounds like she said like did a check-in, and it sounds like to be like, hey, what's she called it out and was like, you're not communicating anymore, so what's going on? And she didn't even get back to that.
5 months is crazy. 5 months is crazy. That's just like a stranger at that point. I'd be like, oh, I just don't know who you are.
She did like a slow ghost of the friend group, it sounds like.
Yeah. Which like,
so is she asking for advice of what she should do now? Is that what the vibe was? I feel like.
Let me look.
Was she just explaining, or is she asking the vibe, or asking what the?
What are your thoughts on this? How much effort do you feel that people should put into friendships, especially when we are all dealing with burnout? Business. Yeah. Okay.
Especially with burnout. Yeah.
5 months, I'd be like, we're done. I mean, like, and not in a mean way. Just like, okay, like, you're choosing a path and I'm choosing my path. And that's just what it is.
Right.
It's
also,
not
like,
personal.
Redefine the friendship as in, like, okay, so now we're just friends that somewhat text occasionally. Are we even friends anymore? Or are we now, like, in acquaintance territory? Like, you could push people back down the, like, now we're in acquaintances. Oh, like, we want to text more. Like, I feel like we've been, like, texting a lot more. Like, I feel like we're, like, back to friends.
You've talked about, like, indexing your friend group before, in a way, or your friends' circles and whatnot, because that's what I even told when my friend that I'm no longer friends with, I said it in the message. I said it was inconsistent, and so I literally said, oh, I thought I reevaluated our friendship, and maybe that we're just the friends that talk here and there and maybe hang out once or twice a year, and that's okay. That's fine. It's not personal, but it's just like, it's and so I think like she should reevaluate her friendship.
Yeah, just give her. It's no longer about like the friendship; it's about your peace of mind.
Yeah,
you decide where you want that friendship to be. Okay, this is just a friend that, like, I guess when we occasionally like talk or hang out, maybe not even anymore of that, and then you just kind of like mentally carpentamize that.
No, I know what you're trying to say. Put
it in a box, like commentalize.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
Put it like you put that in your brain in a isn't.
I know I can't say it either.
You're putting in a
whatever.
compartmentalize.
Organizing it. You're organizing it.
Yeah,
Let's just say, like, yeah.
put her. You have all these friendship bins of varying degrees.
Yeah.
Put her in a different friendship category, and just give yourself peace of mind to be like, and I'm not worrying about it anymore because I reached out and I tried to build that bridge back up and be like, hello, I'm reaching out. This is the olive branch. I did the olive branch. Ba ba ba.
And now
Here's
you can
what
mentally
I did.
be like, I tried.
Right.
It's okay. You did what you could do, and now it's just not. And it might be sad. You might be sad about it. I'm sad about my thing, but like, there is a thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
There
and
is,
you said
like,
with your friend, you had like receipts to be like, I did reach out. I did say that, and I got nothing, and it didn't get better, and it didn't get fixed.
I mean, there were other things as well that happened that I don't want to talk about. But you know, it's just like,
right. You reach out. You gave the olive branch. Make a little phone notes app. You guys know I love notes app. Be like, we haven't talked since then. I reached out, gave an olive branch. Still haven't gotten a word. Have now decided she's this like friend. And then if they ever try and you ever start feeling bad about it, be like, reference your note and be like,
reference your
no,
note.
this is what I did and this is what I tried. I'm no longer giving any more mental thought and worrying about this and thinking about it because like, friendship is a two-way street.
It is.
And I can't sit here and worry about you and you don't worry about me at all. It sounds like, and I tried.
Okay, I like that. That's really good advice.
Roundabout
Christine.
answer. Thanks
Good
for
job.
the call.
Yeah, man.
I think that's
I'm
something
sorry.
everybody goes through.
It is, and especially in your late 20s too. Man, it is true when people say that your friendship circles get like smaller and smaller and smaller.
You have
It's
to
like,
fight for friendships as you get older.
which is crazy. I mean, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have to learn to let go.
Choose your battles.
You know what I mean? So anyway, man, Caitlin, thank you so much for calling in. I'm sorry that's happening to you.
Yeah, sorry.
Best of luck, and maybe that friend will just be like, oh wait, I'm being a bad friend.
Yeah,
And
they
like,
just snap out of it one day.
I bet I don't know if they will.
I'm being a bad friend.
Don't bank on that either.
I had an epiphany and I realized I was being a bad friend. You're like,
oh my God, are you kidding
okay,
me?
I'm going to put you in a different friend bucket.
I know, friend bucket.
She's like, what's a friend bucket? I'm like, well, it's a notes app thing I do.
Yeah.
It's color coordinated.
Breakup. Okay, I'm doing another one.
A breakup?
Oh, sorry.
Don't spoil it.
I know. Wait, okay.
Breakup voicemail.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the next voicemail. It's from Bree from Pennsylvania.
Love it. Why don't you try and read it first?
Hey guys, my name's Bree. I'm calling from Pennsylvania. I'm 32 years old. I was just calling to give you guys some good, juicy gossip of my life. So I'm about 2 months post-breakup, and I had made the decision to stay friends with this person, which I would love to hear your opinion on that. But, so we were riding in the car together. We were on our way to go get her daughter, and this girl called, and when she called, it pops up on the radio so you can see who's calling. And it happened to be this girl that I had asked my partner previously about, and that I was told nothing to worry about. But she was calling, and I acted so nonchalant, but it really freaking hurt. But I just wish I could have taken my partner's picture because it was deer in headlights. Oh, fuck, what am I going to do? How am I going to, talk this away? I just wish I could have I just wish I could have captured that moment. But yeah, it really hurt, but it was amazing to see her face like that. But yeah, I'd love to hear your opinion on staying friends after breakup and just any post-breakup advice you could give me because I'm struggling. I'm on a struggle bus right now. But thanks so much. I love the podcast. I love all your guys' videos and music. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bree from Pennsylvania. Thank you. That's so kind. Thank you.
Bree from PA.
Sorry, you're going through a breakup.
Damn, 2 months post-breakup.
What do you think? Well, advice on.
Are you friends with any of your exes?
No.
I don't know if you should be friends with your exes.
I have a very hard stance on that, but
you don't think you should?
No.
At all?
I think.
What if you just really looked at somebody and one day you guys were both like, I'm not feeling it. No hard feelings. I just don't know. You still couldn't be friends?
I think for the psyche of the brain, you need to there needs to be like a grieving period and a no contact period. And I did not, my last breakup, I tried so hard to fight that. I was like, I can be friends and it's fine and I'll be good. And then I hear, oh, he's getting STD tested. Ooh, that doesn't really feel great knowing that. Why are you getting STD? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like stuff like that where I'm like, you just like, it's almost like in a way where because it's so fresh, you end up hurting yourself. Like in this situation, I'm not blaming you by any means, and I'm happy that you got to see like the reaction of your
Yeah.
partner or your ex-partner. Sorry,
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean.
like,
But it
ooh.
is like when you stay friends with someone right after your breakup, you're like there is the very slight there is going to be the chance that you can get hurt in some way still because you haven't had a chance to let those feelings settle,
Yeah.
or like mourn it. But like
That's a great take.
and it sucks.
I think you're right.
I really tried not to do it. In my last breakup, I really was like, I can be chill, I can be it, and then it just was like, you know what I mean?
Because if you want to be friends with an ex, why can't you not talk for a period of time and then start over as friends?
Yeah.
Right. Why not give yourself both the space and the grieving period of being alone and no contact? If you're meant to be friends and not in a relationship, you can be friends 6 months from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very like, why couldn't you? And if you 6 months from now after no contact and being alone, if you can't figure out how to be friends, then it's like even easier to continue the no contact because you're like, oh, we just like didn't vibe afterwards.
Yeah. And also, like, I remember for me, it was like,
don't hurt your own feelings.
Yeah, like, and it's not like I'm not, but it's also like, I remember being like, well, I'm strong enough, like, I'm mentally strong enough to, like, that was my thing as well. So it's like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You can take that time off. And then typically, when you do no contact for like a month or two, and you actually kind of start to realize, oh wait, I don't want to be around this person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you realize, like, oh wait, maybe I actually didn't. This person shouldn't be in my life at all.
Right.
There's a reason.
Plus, like, like, don't upset yourself. Like, it sounds like you acted pretty cool when the girl called. Yeah. And it's interesting that it's like, you said it. Yeah. You, like, whispered it when the voicemail was going on. You're like, it's always the person they tell you not to worry about.
It is always the person.
What's that about?
Always the person they tell you, don't even worry about it. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts in a relationship.
Yeah.
Man,
what is that about? Even if, like, you genuinely, in the moment, you're like, don't worry about her because, like, I'm in a relationship with you. It's like, yeah, but as soon as you're not in a relationship with me, why wouldn't you, like... go with the next person that liked you.
And
that's also
I
like,
assume you knew your partner, and like you knew maybe what she liked and whatever, and those people, and like I'm sure like that person probably checked a lot of boxes, and like you probably subconsciously knew that. They're
taking like a different route to like a post breakup. They're like, well, I'll just go to the next person that liked me, which was this girl while I was in the relationship, so I'll just hang out with her.
And also, do you really want to be friends with a person that lied to you in your relationship saying don't worry about the person?
Well, maybe they didn't lie at the time. Maybe they were genuine. It was like, we never, like, nothing ever happened. We were together and I didn't even like entertain that idea.
Sorry. I'm going too hard.
Well, I'm just saying maybe that is maybe they were true in the moment, but as soon as you said you're 2 months out from a breakup and this girl's calling them, they're obviously in contact.
Yeah, like do you want to be friends like with that, like with that, like someone who does that?
Yeah, that's just like an icky. It's
icky.
It would throw me off the rest of the day, and it would I just know my own psyche. It would throw me off. I would be in a funk the rest of the day, and I'd be like, why do I have to constantly work out of a funk because of a phone call from? I'm like, I should just be around you then.
Yeah. It kind of is what it is. Where it's like I need to remove myself, and you got to take care of, do what's best for you.
Very interesting. Yeah, not saying that you have to take that time off, but it kind of makes sense. That's like if you love something, like let it go and it'll come back to you.
Maybe.
If you break up with somebody and you want to be friends because you think that might work out. I don't know how I feel about exes being friends. I don't know if I know many of my friends who have exes that are still friends with them. I feel like it's a pretty like, and we don't talk, we don't like him anymore. Yeah. And I'm like, man, that's true.
It's like hard to like walk that back.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of the time.
You have to be, I don't know that many people that are like that secure in the freshness of a breakup to be like, and we're still hanging out.
Yeah.
But just as friends now.
Which kind of segues to like, what do you think she should do to kind of like because also not talking to this person is so hard after a breakup too, because you're breaking that pattern. And it's actually interesting that when you're going through a breakup, this is scientifically proven that I read a lot of books about breaking up. My camera's about to die. That your brain is going through the same symptoms that an addict does when they go off of drugs.
Really?
Maybe not as intense or whatnot, but it is the same things firing in your brain.
Right.
So what do you think she should do in order to?
I don't know. I would say
you
you need to not hang out for a hot minute. But how's that conversation going to go? To be like, I know that we're broken up and we want to be friends, but like, I just think that I need a minute. And if a minute is a month, like I'll hit you up in a month and we'll see if we like want to hang out and like be friends.
Do it over text.
I would just be like super honest.
Yeah. And you don't owe this person anything anymore.
Yeah. Now that you're broken up, you don't owe them anything.
Yeah. And especially if you're going to like anyway and not talk to them. Do it over
But say
text. Who
something. If you're
cares?
gonna now move into a let's go no contact for a month, at least
Yeah.
say that. Don't
Yeah.
like ghost them don't ghost a friend after you were dating with them.
Yeah.
If you
for
were
sure.
dating and then broke up, to be like, no, I'm gonna ghost you. No, we're friends.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, I think I need like just a clean break for a month. I do kind of want to be friends, and I think that could be a thing. But I'm gonna take a month off. I'm gonna hit you up in a month to like hang out
Yeah.
if I want to, and then we'll go from
And if
there.
you don't hear anything, then hey.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Damn. Sorry about your breakup.
Sorry.
Lots of hang out with your friends, lean on your like community,
Yeah.
hang out with your village. Bree,
Bree, man, good luck. I'm sorry that you're going through that.
Yeah.
That really sucks. But advice after the breakup: distract yourself, like Christine said. Hang out with your village, right?
Do you ever hear people be like, you only texting that boy, or you only have a crush on somebody because you don't have enough hobbies?
You know, that is true.
You're not busy enough if you have time to be missing somebody. That's so true.
That is so true.
Take up drawing, crosswords, karate, pottery making, pottery breaking.
Hey.
What are those like crash rooms called? Compartmentalize. That's the word I wanted
Yes.
earlier.
There it is.
Compartmentalize.
We got there.
Rage room.
Rage room.
Rage room. Do escape rooms. Make your own escape room. Make your own board game.
Improv.
Yeah.
Not improv.
Yes, and. Yeah, you need more hobbies. You
Yeah,
need to
just
keep
get some
yourself
hobbies.
busy.
Yeah.
Multiple hobbies at the same time. Try crocheting.
Schedule stuff out.
Crocheting while you're
put
walking.
Stuff on your calendar. Read a love. Sometimes I read love when I'm like, ooh, I gotta just read a love
You
book.
read love when
Read
you're going
love
through a
book, read
breakup?
love books. Like, yeah, because I'm like, oh,
What?
I don't know. Whatever. Bree, good luck. Not whatever. But
Bree,
Bree,
whatever. Good
No,
luck,
but you know what
whatever.
I mean. Good luck. That it is tough. Sorry.
Yeah. You'll be good.
Sorry.
You'll be good.
You'll be good. And guess what? Time
You're a
literally.
strong, independent woman.
I know. But take some time off. I would say take some
Yeah.
time. And give us an update when you want to give us an update.
Yeah. Give it another month. Give it another month. Maybe
Give it
a little
another
bit.
month, but
maybe
I would say no contact.
maybe
If it
dabble in a
was
little-
up to me, and if I was Bree, and Bree, you were me, you would know
Bree
to do
is-
no contact.
Bree is us. Bree is you.
I am Bree.
Bree is all of us.
Bree is all of us. Bree, thank you so much. Good luck,
Yeah,
and have
good
fun in
luck.
Pennsylvania.
Have fun in Pennsylvania. Like she's visiting. Oh my god! It'd be funny if someone called us and was like, "Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm visiting Georgia." You're like, "Okay, where are you from?"
Okay. I love it. So
I
funny.
love it. If you guys want to call and be on the podcast, be
yeah,
a featured
thank you.
bed bud, you can do that by calling us and leaving us a voicemail or texting us at 414-293-2230.
Hey, or you can email us at inbedwithcc@gmail.com if you don't want your voice and you don't feel like texting. But I guess we could do international calls because we had a
Yeah.
Scotland one a few episodes ago as well too, which
I wonder
was
if
cool.
it charges them.
What?
I wonder if they get like charges.
Oh yeah, I mean the standard rate supply.
I'm like, it is a Google number, isn't
Yeah.
it? I don't know.
Okay, what are we gonna do for our? What did we talk about in this podcast
We
that
gotta
we want to do?
end it on good night, goodbye.
Take us away for 2 seconds.
Take it away.
Take it away for 2 seconds.
Oh.
I'm doing laptop things.
Oh.
I'm doing
What?
laptop things.
Good night, goodbyes. I talked about like worst service at a restaurant, so let me think. Oh, I think everyone should get a service job. I'm gonna lean back into that and reiterate that everyone should have like a service, like customer service, working in like retail, which would just make me so mad. Work a Black Friday shift at a mall. My goodness. Oh my gosh. Or yeah, work as leans Inferno, or work at like a restaurant, like a service job, a bartender, whatever. Like, I think that should be mandatory. Like how, like when you learn how to drive, there's like so many like driving hours. You have like requirements, like 50 hours with a person who has a license in the car. I'm like, everyone should have to work 2 months, 6 months at like a service job like that. And I just think make everyone like a little nicer, a little more patient, because we were
I
being
agree with
so
that, Amanda.
patient at like the Outback. We're all like trying to be nice, and we were just like besides ourselves, like almost like upset that we're like, stop bringing us beer. We don't know who's beer. My dad's like, should I just start drinking it? And my mom's like, no, they're going to charge us, even though no
Yeah.
one's ordering it. So I think everyone should have that job. And sometimes it's not the waiter's fault at a restaurant if the food sucks or the service sucks. It could be like they're low staffed or all the I've worked at a restaurant where the whole entire kitchen staff quit and the manager was back there cooking
Wait,
food.
at the same time?
Yeah, bro. It was like the next day. They're like, well, the kitchen
say
staff's
that
not
story.
here.
I want to hear it. What
I don't
happened?
even. remember it. It was like they all just quit. I don't know if it was because like
They all walked out?
I don't know if it was like we had the really bad shift and everything kept getting returned and they were getting yelled at, and it was like the servers were putting in the orders wrong, so then they were making the wrong food and then they got yelled. I don't know if it like was a trickle down effect that way, but I remember like working as a server at a restaurant and someone was like, none of the cooks showed up, like they all quit, and my manager was back there making food.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like you had to like shut down.
We
and
didn't.
be like,
No, we didn't shut down. It was just
okay.
like ticket times are taking a little longer because instead of 4 people back there and a
Manager's like,
dishwasher, it's one guy.
Like
It's
that
one guy who
SpongeBob
usually
meme where he has like 6 hands or arms.
I mean, he doesn't usually cook the burgers. He has no idea what's going on. He doesn't know where any of the lettuce wraps are.
Oh god.
But like, sometimes you just don't know what's going on in a restaurant. If it's the server, it's the manager. If it's someone new, if someone walked out,
But
you
with
never
your
know.
experience, it felt like it was like they didn't even. They were like, oh.
Oh, on this
Like-
one it
like
was
they were
no,
like,
something
"Oh, I'm
was wrong. That's what was
sorry,"
even
like-
odd. It felt like almost like a Black Mirror episode. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
how do they keep bringing in beers and they're going to no table? I would watch them walk it back to the
It's a Black
bar.
Mirror episode.
I'm like, so is the server just every single time he walks past the thing, he's like putting in a beer and walking away?
Maybe.
Is he going to get yelled at any point?
He's like, I quit.
Like how many? Because they have to write down like beers that they're comping, or
I
to be
know.
like, why are there just a bunch of beers sitting on the bar? Like, wouldn't a manager walk by and be like, whose beers are these? And they're like, we keep bringing them to this one table, but the guy said he doesn't want them.
I know it's such a long thing, and you jogged my memory that I wanted to say it. Eating out just feels so expensive and not good anymore.
Yeah,
What's going on with that?
I don't know. Quality of food. Plus, like so many companies are like, like the monopoly, the chains
Yeah.
get bought out by other chains and the food gets worse. I don't know how many
And it's all
times.
just like the same trucks going in. We talked about this already, where it's like the same trucks doing the same food for different
I
restaurants.
see a lot of TikToks and like even like YouTube documentaries being like, yeah, the food here used to be really good, and then you can literally pinpoint like in 2016 they got bought by this company and started like now they're like under this and they cut costs and they did this and like now all the food sucks, right? It doesn't taste great, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you guys are right.
Yeah.
How did you guys pinpoint that? They're like, because there's always a change. There's like a shift. Yeah, food's not. And you know what it was? Is we sat down at this restaurant, and after I left, I was like, I haven't been to a restaurant and gotten like sat down and ate like that in a long time.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense? I don't really go out to eat and sit down at a restaurant. I do a lot of like pick up and bring it back or like fast food for videos, but I don't really
Sure.
go. I went and got like. Yeah, I just don't.
It just feels like food quality's bad now.
Yeah.
I love that this is what we're on now. I just feel like
The food
qual-
itself like was fine. I thought the blooming onion and like all the sauce tasted like a little sour, and the blooming onion like was like a weird spicy. I was like,
Oh.
has it always been like this? Like what the hell? Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Weird.
Is that your good night goodbye?
Mine
Mine was just like a rant about the service industry. Everyone should work in it, but it's not always the server's fault. There you go.
okay. I want to pivot,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say, do you
Talk
remember a
about
few
more
episodes ago? I don't know if it was one or 2 episodes, maybe I don't know what it was. When we were saying the things that were worth it
Yeah.
to us. I remembered one.
What?
What it was so long ago, but I was like, I remember one. The AMC StubHub, $25.
I see so many people talk about that.
I love.
What's the deal?
Love going to the movies by myself.
It is fun.
It is the best. I saw 2 weeks ago. I saw 3 movies in 1 week.
Oh, I thought you meant in a day.
No, I
was
saw
like, what,
3
your
movies
butter?
because see, this is not like I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I'm gonna.
No,
it's
I
gonna
like
sound
it.
like I'm like woohoo. I mean, like I got paid to say it, but I'm
You're
not.
woo-woo?
Yeah. You can see 4 movies, up to 4 movies a week.
Really?
It's $25 a month. Mm-hmm. You
So
just
what's
see
the
one
deal?
movie.
$25 a month, and you can see 4 movies a week,
Up
and it's
to
like
4
you don't
movies a
have to pay for ticket. You just show them
you-
that you're part of that
No,
program.
you. It's like you go through the app and then you just book your ticket through the app and it's free. I mean, it's not free. You're paying.
But a
$25.
movie ticket is like what, like
$18.
18?
Something crazy like that. Yeah. You guys,
Isn't it like 8, 9, 10? 8, 9, $10?
Not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like 13,
Well,
14,
AMC is like I
15.
think a nicer chain. Okay, anyway, so you're getting like your bang for your buck if you go to see all these movies.
So many fun. I saw Backrooms. I see Obsession. I saw.
Do you like the movies?
Yeah,
Okay,
I love it.
really?
And then like you also like because you're going through like because you're buying tickets or whatever, like not buying tickets but whatever, you also like get reward. You start getting like $5 rewards or whatever because you're going so many times. So then I got like an icy for $3 or and then on your
Ooh.
birthday you get a free large popcorn and a free large soda.
Real.
Yeah,
I
and you
love
also
movie
have
theater
a
popcorn.
designated line in the concession
Shut
line
up.
for AMC StubHub. Yeah, that you pay. It is the best.
Is it actually like a TSA pre-check thing? Like, is it
it's
actually?
the best?
Is there that big of a line?
Well,
or you're like, I'm
sometimes
so
it
glad I got
is.
the
Anyway, I love it so much, and that's honestly, Brie. This is for you, Brie.
hobby.
Hobby, go see movies by yourself because it is the best. And after a long work day, I sometimes just go after like 5 o'clock. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go see a movie, and I go to the movie, and I kick my feet up. Sometimes I have the reclining things. I get a soda, a Dr. Pepper, or a Coke. I put my feet up, and I watch and I get taken out of my life for 2.5 hours, and it's the best freaking thing. And then I know that I'm saving money already.
And if you don't like the movie, you could just leave. You don't feel as bad about it because you're like, well, I didn't just pay $18. I paid like $25 over a month, and this one was a stinker.
When Avatar 3, I'm a big Avatar fan, as we all know. When Avatar 3 came out, I saw it 6 times in theaters, and sometimes I literally, 6 times. And because of my AMC StubHub, I literally would go.
They block you?
They're like, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
I literally would go in, and like if I had like a dinner that night at like 7 o'clock and there was a 5 o'clock show, I'd watch half the movie, like, gotta go. And because I've seen it so many times, it's literally like I'm like, ugh. And I just like get up and I'm like, I wonder what the people like, you know what I mean? But and you can see it in any format.
funny.
You can see it in 3D. You can see it in IMAX. It's all free when you pay, but you pay $25 a month. Yeah. Anyway, I know this sounds like...
It's a great rec.
It's a good deal.
Yeah.
It's a good deal.
The only thing I would push back on is I don't think there's enough movies out there that I'm interested in seeing.
This summer, it's a movie. It's a summer movie.
Yeah. And I don't think the idea of watching a movie and then half hour and being like, well, I don't like this, I'm just going to get up and leave. I'd be like, well, why did I drive here?
This summer is stacked.
I go on Tuesdays. Our movie theater has cheap Tuesday movies, like real cheap. And I try and go on Tuesdays when I want to catch a new one. And that's kind of like a little game that I play. I like, is there any good movies today? And I was like, no, not worth it.
But sometimes the Tuesdays bring in large crowds, and I'm like, no, I can't. Not because it gets rowdy, and sometimes
rowdy.
Where I go, sometimes it gets rowdy, and then people are on their phones, and I'm like, this is where I'm gonna pay $25 and I'll see 8 movies this month, and it'll be great.
That's a good rec. I feel like that's a good one, and I've heard several people. Strangers on the internet talk about that and be like, I love it. I just like go all the time, and it's definitely worth it.
By yourself too, and even like
it's not embarrassing to go to the movies by yourself. It is not embarrassing. Once they turn the lights on, everyone's watching the movie. No one is looking at you.
It's not embarrassing.
Nobody
at all.
cares.
It's actually incredible to go to movies by yourself.
Sometimes I think the concession stand people are like, They kind of give you like a look.
They don't give a crap.
And then at the other time, I'm like,
$12 an hour. They're like, whatever.
I'm like, what do they care if I'm by myself? What do they care? They don't care. Who cares?
They're thinking about how tired how they
are. What do you think
they're going to
say? What do you think they're going to say something to you? No, by yourself.
And I'd be like,
the fuck?
Yeah. Can you give me my popcorn now, loser? Like, if you're judging
you gonna put your hair in my popcorn, loser?
Yeah. He's like, surprise, actually, your hair's I'm like, what? It's a magic trick? He's like, I took your hair. But anyway, AMC StubHub, love it. It's the best. That's it. I'm done. I just get so excited about movies. Movies are back in the theaters, guys.
For all the international people who don't have access to that. No. I'm sure you got something out there. I'm just thinking, like, I don't think they're international, but yeah.
Sorry, guys.
All right. Thank you guys for watching another episode.
Thank you
this one was a little all over the place, but
it was all over the place. We got there. We steered the train of...
Steer the train? Maybe the ship? Beep, beep. The Titanic?
Hey.
Did it in an iceberg. We're still floating.
All right, guys.
Catch you on the next episode. Bye, bed buds.
Bye, bed buds. Bye.